Hello, Azad. How are you? All good? Everybody can hear me? Let me know. Yeah, great. So, before starting, let's wait for a while. Others also can join. In that part, anybody have any doubt regarding the last part or any previous topics, so that we can do one short question and answering part. Anybody have? Good afternoon, Hans. Yeah. Let me set it. No, it's good. Okay. So anybody have any question or query? Do let me know. I will start in 4 minutes with the new topic today, and it will be a little bit interesting to work on as Sai, you can go through with the recordings we have available for the previous part, so you can check out it. And in the middle session, not an issue is there because every day we are learning some new tools and new attacks, so that is not a problem. Is there? Yes, Shashank, I will update you with the tools and collection how we can provide. Maybe I will add it and provide to everyone. Yeah. Apart from that, anybody have any other question query? Like, did you have anybody have tried the file I have shared? If you got time for the practice session, no one. Of course, for bypassing that question, I will sharing a one link that you can check. So through this, you can bypass the SQL injection when you are trying for the function MySQL real escape history. Okay, that thing you can do. Yeah. UOV, you can ask question. Bob should if you have. Or you can just simply use the Boolean testing part to bypass. So you can use this thing very easy. You can modify this query if you want to, because it's a part of Boolean condition test. So that thing you can do to bypass. Okay, great. So shall we start the new topic today about the forensic part, because we have lots of things to do. So we'll go with first, if proxy proxy is used, make the session. Shashank, forensic is like, something big is there. So if you want to go with the advanced part, it will be like more and more stuff is there. Of course, you can take time to understand the functionalities and tool. I am available for, whole day. So you can, ask question if you are getting any problem with that part. Okay. So not a issue is there, because the concept is that it's a very lots of stuff we have covered yesterday. Today also it will be like little bit, advanced part. That's why I told you that this week is totally for the forensic. So you can take time, invest, check out it, and then whatever the question comes, you can ping me on WhatsApp, or we can connect maybe in Skype to resolve that thing. Okay. Yes, to Foxy proxy is using. So any question related to that, let me know. You can use as an alternative if you don't want to use your browser proxy. So there. Yes, you can use the same port. That will be 8080 as a common, or let's suppose any other service is running. If you are running WebGoat, so maybe you can change the port of Foxy proxy and Burpsuit with 4x8 or maybe some other port. So that will be capture the packet properly. Yeah. Okay. So let me share my screen and then we can start today's session. Let me create the notepad file also for everyone. Okay, so let me check where we have saved the file. So today, as I told you, that we're going to learn about the USB forensic part, correct? That how, if anything is going to happen or deleted, so how you can do. So I have taken my main pen drive as an external. And if you go to this PC, you're able to see the option is available there. So here you can see this is the Windows 10 file I have created. So let me just format once and simply start. So my pen drive will become empty right now. You can see. Now here I can just put some files or some pictures or images. So let me go to document if I have some things like this. I can just, it's a big file. Okay. In pictures, you can we take this some of the pictures, HTML file. I'm just copying in the pen drive, so we can create some evidences and something like that. This is done. Now let's go to the desktop. I will take some of the that thing, some PDF file, then some Excel sheet, not command list is there. Then let's go to the some node file that we have covered. Okay. So these are the some files we have now. Copy paste that is done. That is, let's suppose I'm creating a one copy also. So copy and paste. So it will be like copy paste option is there. That thing we have done. Yes, in the virtual machine also you can do it. Not a problem is there. Yeah. So this is the things we have created. Now this is how it will generate some evidence. Like I have done some activity and something like that. Now I will here create one more thing. Let's suppose creating a new file. Text document. Hello.txt, and then open their file, and then let's saving something like that. I'll just copy this message by you. He asked in the question chat box. So I'm just pasting this thing, and then some let's suppose we provide some password for this. So 123 something like that we have created. That is a password. I will save this file. That is done. Okay, now I will just do a delete option, or just simply delete this file. So this activity I have done. You can see, how do you want to delete permanently? Let's suppose I just deleted this file. So in this location I don't have, even you can see this is a decode, some PNG file is there. Okay, so let me just delete this file also. There, that is also deleted. Okay, so this is how I have created some activities and some performance. Now in the USB forensic, what we have to do is that firstly we have to recover data and check the analysis of storage. Correct. My pen drive is 32 GB of file. Okay. So have you ever noted, like whenever using some new hard drive or pen drive, so it will shows like it's a 16 GB. When it is comes to main utilization, it is little bit less. If I talk about in the 32 GB of pen drive which I have, so here I just get 29 GB of uses, and there will be like 3 GB is reserve is there. Any idea how it look like? Reserve. Anybody knows the reason? Like I will showcase it here. I can show. There you can see I have around 28.8 GB is there, but the pen drive is 32 GB. Correct. And if I double click, this is the whole file. So if I calculate the property here, so around total file size is almost 4 MB only. So this is not that much. So where is the all the rest remaining 3 GB or 3 point some GB is not available? Any idea about this thing? Or even when you're using mobile phones, so if you have a combination of 8 GB 120 GB of RAM, 256 sorry, RAM, not memory, that is ROM, and 256 storage, something like that, so we get the exact location, proper that much utilization, or we have some remaining is not showing. Anybody knows? Here you can see this is the SSD I'm using for Windows which is running. So it is a 5112 GB of SSD which I have in a use, but it is showing only the total size is 464 GB. That is in utilization. So anybody knows the why this kind of reason is coming? File systems and configuration to reserve some space. Yeah, that is little bit right. Fat, I will also discuss that thing. Any other thing? Internal recycle bin, it is required, but that is a little bit correct. More, I require any OS file allocation table, little bit correct, but not on the exact part. Let me go to the uh, property, this PC properties. There also you can see the location. No, this is not device manager. No, let me just give the option. No option. This time show more. There I can go to manage. Here I will showcase one more thing. What I am asking. If anybody didn't understand, here you can go to disk management, and there you can see. So here I am using the 5112 GB of SSD, so that my working will be a little bit faster, and the rest is 1 TB of hard drive is also attached. So in 1 TB of hard drive, we can see total GB which is we have 1 TB is equal to how many? That is 1024 GB of storage is there. Correct. And I'm using 5112 GB of SSD, but it is only showing around 464 GB as main usage. Correct. Same thing is also there in the 1 TB. It is showing 930 GB around. Correct. 930 GB uses. Same thing if you talk about my external pen drive, you can see. So there you can see. Okay. So what is the exact reason is that we need to understand. We reserve some of the file. Here the question, answer is right, that we are reserving some storage. Reserve some storage. So a reason behind is that whenever we delete something, or when we delete it permanently, even from the file location and that thing, still that particular file information is available in that remaining part, remaining storage. So if we talk about our pen drive, so it is have 3 GB external reserve space. So when I delete from permanently, that is also still available. So that will goes deallocated in this location file part. That's how the things work. Even we permanently delete. So I can still recover this thing. And for recovery, we required some recovery tools we have available, so that we can use recovery tools available. Through that we can recover the data. Of course, when we are using softwares which is not paid one, so we can recover the data, but not 100% exact. Little bit, uh, corrupted data also come in that file. Okay. Yes, Nikhil, any question is there? So let me know. Yeah. If we flash the DVD, we can get the full capacity. No, even when we do the full, uh, format or flash, we cannot get the full storage access because there will be always remaining. Also, when you buy a new pen drive, there also you will get some reserve space. So that reserve space is used for deleting any file that will be stored in that location. And with the help of forensic tools, we can recover that thing. We can recover even the permanent data is also permanent deleted data also from there. It can be file, memory storage, anything you want, go. So that thing we will, see today. Understand? And then when I got the two part, that is then a file system. So we have a file system is available that is supported in Windows. The first is the FAT32, and the second we have NTFS. Anybody knows the difference between this? What is the exact difference we have? There you can see this file system is showing FAT32 partition, and my hard drive and SSD is showing NTFS file system. NTFS is not a new, it's also one is for bootable, FAT is not secure. No, that is not the answer is not correct. We need to learn. Yes, Pratik, we can even recover more than 60 GB of data if it is, properly. That is how it is, work. That's a concept we have to understand in that part. I will showcase you. Yeah, it is created by window. No, answer is wrong. I will tell you the part. The firstly, when file system and the increment of file at the starting of computer. So we have introduced the FAT32 as a file system. In this, what actually happened, you can transfer maximum file size. That is a max file size you can transfer. Let's suppose you have a big movie or game file. So it can only support 4 GB of file size. That is a one single file I am talking about. Let's suppose you have .mkb or .avi kind of file, which is having a big movies when you download it, or maybe you are transferring some game. So it is a single file you can transfer. It is 4 GB maximum. If it is the file format is formatted in FAT32. While nowadays the file size is increased, we are downloading, installing, or running big file applications and games. So there FAT32 will not support. Then we require NTFS, which goes up to 2 TB of file size support. So we have good games is available when we are transferring ISO file also. You can see if you are using the .iso .ov, so it is more than 4 GB of file size. Okay, so there you can use this thing. That's why my main, you can see even your system is also supporting NTFS right now. That is a one part is there. Okay. Definitely the full form is correct, so that is good. But cannot transfer file with the FAT. Yeah, large files you cannot enable to transfer with the FAT32. So there we case. Now, if you talk about in Linux, so we have a file size called ext4, which is equivalent to NTFS file format. So we have that thing is there. You can check out it later. So that's the important part also to understand. Now, coming to the USB forensic, that how we can recover the data or analysis the activity. So there will be the first tool that we're gonna learn today. It's the autopsy. It is also come pre-installed in Kali machine, but the GUI is not that much good because it's accessed through web portal, or you can install in window also that thing. So I will showcase you. There you can see this is the option is come download autopsy. It can use in Windows, so not a problem is that you are using Linux or not properly. That thing can use. So this is a link I will share later. You can download it. It's around 700 MB, almost 1 GB of file size is there. So that thing you can use it later. Okay. Then there you can just go with the download 64-bit. That is the latest we have. So it is around, if I'm not wrong, it's around 1.3 GB. So if anybody is using mobile data, later you can download it. Okay. And for Wi-Fi, there is no issues there. Download in Kali is not required because it is come totally pre-installed in Kali machine. Of course, the thing that we are using, it's a community download we have. It's come with the both option, just like a Bob should, free community version, and the second is for the paid version. So support you can go with, there you can get the user guidance, even you can go to check the training part. And of course, paid version is also available, but you can use the free version just like a Bob suit is there. Okay, that thing you can do simply. So it's just taking a few minutes. It will download. There you can see. Okay. No, there is no crack for the forensic is there. It is available free, so you can use it. Not a issue is there because all the stuff you can do properly. We don't require any kind of crack part because actually it is giving the information of your kernel information, operating system information by using a simple method. So we don't have to crack anything like that part. No restriction is there in the chat or copy chat. Any kind of restriction you are saying? Because I have given everyone the permission. Yeah. Okay. So it just started downloading. Almost half is done. It will take 1 minute. So here I have created all the evidences. You can see we have deleted one image file, one text file, and let's suppose if I change something on command list on Docker. So we have these commands for Docker. So let's suppose if I add something new. Hello, we are adding some secret code. Let's suppose I am just adding something through MD5 or hash value kind of thing. MD5 hash encryption. So we'll go online and create some message that will be stored in the hash part. Okay, and then we'll create a hash for this. Now even I don't know what I have written. So we'll don't able to crack. Let's go to back ones. Nothing. Okay, that's how we created that some content. It's a very big, so I don't think so that it can be able to crack it or not. We'll have to see. Then I will save this file. That is done. Now there, the file you can see, it is already done. Almost done. So we'll wait. Yeah. Any question is there? MD5 we use. Oh, okay. That is also important part. So it is a part of cryptography that we use for hashing. So there is a one concept called hashing function, in which we generally store passwords. Even if we talk about the Windows location or Linux, you can see the password is stored in hash function. hash or maybe the salted hash functions is available. Okay, so there is a one function, or we can say as a not function, as a MD5, that is an algorithm we are using. MD5. So this is used to encrypt your data and create a one fixed 32-bit size of fixed length value. And that will be stored in your database or maybe in the some data store. So if anybody want to crack this thing, they can't go in reverse process. So what we have to do is that, let's suppose we have password hello, and we have created some hash value, something, like that. Okay, something like that. So when we want to crack, we have to firstly check the, again, create this hash and then match it with the hello. So if it is matched, then only we can able to read the data. If it is not matched, so we cannot able to read. That is, concept is there in terms of hashing function. You can use MD5. So in MySQL, when you see in the DBWA also, the password are stored in MD5 hash value. If you want to see, you can go to the PHP my admin portal. There you can open the user table, and there you can see admin and two more users are there. So that will give the MD hash value. So that is stored in that part. If we talk about Windows password which is stored, so they are storing in the NTLM hash value. And if you talk about Linux, so which location the Linux password is stored? Any idea? Anybody have? Yeah, /etc/passwd. That is wrong. It's in the shadow file. Yeah. So the location is /etc/shadow. There you will get the password for Linux. What you are using, maybe the Kali, or maybe you have created your own username. That is the part. So that's where we use in hash functions, and it is important because it is maintaining what is the main platform, what we call as the integrity. So there is a three pillar of the security, CIA, in which integrity is maintained by hash values or the hashing functions. Got it? So there we use hash functions and that important area. So now let's install the tool. Let's go to, it is downloaded. Open it, run the file. Then next you can just install. Okay, yeah. Search UV. You can search for the what is the path of window. It's a SAM file, but you have to see the location. It will be available in Windows folder. You can search for Google. You will get the information for that same part. Okay, so let me just start it installing. So that's the one tool we have in forensic. We have more tools are available, but this is the one we are using as it's a free and lots of information we can grab. So practice is required in advance for the tool because it will recover lots of data. I will give one case study also. So see one by one. Okay, and more thing you all have to learn about in the terms of forensic if you want to enter or learn. So in-depth knowledge you require for the file system, memory part, how it is working in storage approach. Okay, process working in the background, so you can check out in the task manager and the process ID. These are the things we need to learn. So the setup is done. Let me finish and then we can open to autopsy. So this is the Let's run as an administrator. So you will get full permission about the operating system access also. Click OK. Provide the permission, allow access. Okay, so this is how first time when you open, you will get this thing. You want to create a case or something like that. So it's a part of an investigation process actually. So when we are in accessing, we are creating a initial case study, like what are the terms and condition and paperwork we have to do. So there you have to first create a new case and you have to provide the case name. So that will be like we are doing a USB forensic investigation. Okay, that thing you can do. And the data will be stored. So you can create a one directly if any. Let's go to the document. Okay, that is already in the document folder. Okay, and select it. So this investigation file and the background process will be saved in this location. You can change, not a issues there. Then click next. And then what will be the case number, examiner name, what do you call the examiner? Like you are the person who is investigating on this case, that thing. So we'll just give a random name. Let's suppose we have USB, today's date is 21 and 08/22. Like this way we have given the name. Let's suppose you are this, so I am right now taking that thing, some phone number, something like that, and mail ID. Okay, @test.com. So this is like a practical purpose, so you can use anything. But in real case, we have to provide the original person name, phone number ID, and email ID. That is required. Okay, then you can just click finish. So it is creating a backend database. So whatever the activity you're going to do, it will be stored in the background. Okay. So little bit take time or almost it is done. Okay, now here it comes. The first thing is the data source. Data source is like something you can say which kind of file investigation you are doing here. So yesterday we have discussed like we have cloud forensic, web application forensic, software based forensic, memory analysis forensic, like that thing. So data source is something we call which file or memory we want to do the investigation. It is some hardware device is there, or it can be some raw image file we will create. Raw image we actually create of the hard drive, that thing, or USB, or maybe you can go with the pen drive, you can say. Then any kind of software analysis you have to do, that thing you have to check it. Okay, these are the things we have to understand. If you're doing the analysis of virtual machine also, so that thing also you can add it. So here we have to select like generate a new host name base. So we'll go with by default one. Right now we don't have any pre-existent files are available. So we'll go with the new, and here it will showcase that there you can see disk image or virtual machine file. If you have virtual machine is required when we are doing some cloud related forensic. So we can directly don't go on cloud. We will just download that image file and then do with the local. Local disk is something which is my main system, operating system. Local C drive, D drive, that thing. Some logical files are there that we will create. We have different tools are available. I will showcase that how we can create that thing. So, okay, that is also I will showcase you. Let me create one more tool that we have to use. FTK imager is there that we have to download. So it will create a one raw file that we can access on the autopsy. I will share this thing also. Just a second. Yeah, there is a download option here. This thing you can use it. So we can directly not do the real time of an analysis of the file. Here also you can see MD5 is used. A reason when I download it, if anything is modified in the download process, so I can cross verify with the hash file. because even a one character is changed, the full hash value will be changed. That is an option is there. Okay. So let's download this thing also. Okay, here we have to provide this for format. Let's suppose we go with hello bye. Okay, it started downloading. So not a issues there. I will provide the link. This is called the FTK imager. So every autopsy tool have its own format to accept some file support. So FTK is used to create a raw file. So let's install this tool also. Yeah. It's a tool which we create for the raw image that is supported for the forensic tools, because for doing the extraction of the data and analysis of the data, we require some supportive files. So this is the tool that we have available. Now here you can see you can do a binary analysis of the file system also, but we go to there, and here you can see we'll create a DIX image. Then we have to have the physical drive. Okay, because logical we don't have right now, image file we don't have. Image is like some ISO file or some OVA file is there, that thing. Any folder you want to allocate, that thing you can do, or if you have a CD or DVD is there, that thing. So we have a physical type that is called the USB. So that we're going to use. Here you can see the SSD it is showing. That is I am in 500 GB of my SSD, you can see. And this is the hard drive which I have 1000 GB. So we are using the external Sony pen drive is there 32 GB that I am using as a media. And then I will just create a feed. Okay, so image destination, you can save which format is there. So the autopsy use .dd format or .e0. It's a format is there. AFF is also there. These are the different file support system which is used in different forensic softwares. So right now we go with the basic one, that is .dd. Next, and then there you can create the same thing, that your USB is there, 2108 and 2022 evidence number, you can say USB 55 something like that, unique description. So we can say USB forensic we are doing, and my name and some, let's say. Next, image destination folder, where you want to save. So I will just save this thing into the uh, Windows. D drive is not there. No. In this PC, let's save this file into the G folder. Okay, that thing done, and then simply excluding extension we don't require. So just go with the finish, and then start the file. So it will create a raw image that we will export into the autopsy, and then we can do the analysis. This is like a real-time case scenario. One thing also we can do, that is local disk. So if we have our own real time, the system is already running. So at that case, we can use the local disk to work on that part. So this is the two kind of options are available to do the particularly the options, and that part is there. Okay, so that thing you can do. Here you can see the image file is creating. It will take 2 to 3 minutes. So this process we actually follow when in some case scenario where there we go for the crime scene. and somebody, use a person's laptop to perform any hacking activity or some crime, and then the, hacker just formatted the hard drive. So we cannot recover anything, but we create the full hard drive clone for the raw image. I will showcase you with the image file. So if you go with the hard drive clone for raw image to for forensic, so you will get some process file how it is work out. So these are the external hard drive we use, just like it. So in this case, what actually happened? This we can do the physical interaction because these are the physical way. We just directly create a clone for hard drive. We don't require to start the system or something like that, because there is also one reason some hackers are very smarter. If we restart the system after the crime happened, so they have some pre-built malwares are running. So whenever if anybody else start the system, it will automatically crash the total hard drive and the file system. So when we are doing the recovery, it will got very difficult to recover more important data in that way. So what we do, we did not start the start. We just unlock the laptop or system, and physically we do this kind of cloning. This is how we do. It's like that way. So this is how it will work. Like forensic toolkit, like this is part. Very properly we can unattach and then disable and then do the part. So these are the actually hardware tools. You will get it. This is how you can submit the evidence as in the investigators. So like this one. This is the internal structure of your hard drive. And if you go with the SSD, so SSD comes as a chip because it is in built-in chip, and hard drive is pin in the CD like rotational. So if we talk about the structure of hard drive, maybe if anybody have know or not. So this is look like how the parts and that thing. So this is how it look like. And if you talk about the options, let me go there. You can see very high quality image is not there. Let me go with this. Okay. Yeah, let me open new tab. I will showcase you. So this is how it look like. Okay, it's directly downloaded. Let me open from here. So this is how it look like. Your internal hard drive part. This is a rotation is going on, and this is a main spindle motor is there, and this is the actuator. We call it an actuator. So this is a very small needle is there through which it is reading the whole data of your hard drive. Okay, so that's how. If you remember the gramophone, which we use a very older time to listen a song. So in that drive, we have one single song is there. The concept of that thing is coming from there only. This is how it look like gramophone. Remember, so it is a one round rotation. You can just go and we have one a song is there. Now that is improved. So we got the CD, then we got the DVD, then we got eDVD, then we converted this thing into the hard drive. So in hard drive we have two layers is available, because in CD and DVD what actually we have one layer in which the data is stored. But in hard drive we have two layers, the upper layer and in the back end, and the data is stored in this way, that we call as a sector and track. Okay, this is called the reading part. That's how the hard drive is work. So when we decode it, we just simply detach this circular disk, and then we do some hardware tools to read the data and recover it. That's how the forensic is work. It's a more detail about the hardware knowledge. If you want to go through, you can check out it, compare. If you go with the SSD, so this is a chip. It's come memory chip kind of thing. This is how it look like. Flash controller and cache. So this is how the structure is there of the hard drive. If anybody from electronics background and little bit done some motherboard programming, so there you can do. This is how it look like there. So this is the virtual architecture design, and this is the Samsung hard drive you can see. So it is stored the SSD like information like this way. That's why the read and write speed is more as compared to hard drive. Got it? Any question in this part? Let me know. I think this is something you maybe learn or seen some first time. Anyone have any question there? All good till here? Okay. Any question? No one? Okay, let's go. So in the background, I think the raw image is almost half part is created because it's a 32 GB of file size. So it will take time. Of course, when you are doing forensic kind of things, it will take longer time to perform. So it is going in the background, not issue is there. I will showcase with autopsy. We'll go with the that we call the local disk is there. So we'll select a local disk, then create next. And here you can specify which hard drive you want to know. So it is in a loading. There you can see. So we will do the live forensic of the this particular part we call the Windows 10. That is my pen drive. What do when we mistake it has same thing because it is in the even in that particular hard drive if any kind of malware is there which is stored. So still the power is not on. The malware cannot do anything. It is in the rest mode. Got it? So when we are doing the recovery, we can use this kind of recovery tools, and from there we can recover the other data before it will execute anything. Getting idea? That is part we have to follow. Okay. And if it is in the real time, the malware is already working, the system is also running. So we do the the previous part, remember? So we have different tools are available for the malware analysis. You can go with the Cuckoo sandboxing setup is there. Girdara is there for the reverse engineering, or immunity debugger kind of tools are available. So that's a totally different area from the course which we are teaching right now. That is also part of security and investigation, but it's a advanced tools. So there you can go. Yeah, we can clone the hard drive, and malware also got cloned in the same part because that is all the thing is stored in the hard drive. So that is the thing is there. How just unlock the laptop simply. What we do is that if you go here, you can see the motherboard structure. So I will not do the any kind of power on. I will just shut down the system and just I'll unlock this one. This is how it look like. Without powering, you can see there is no power cable is there. So what I will do is that I will just unlock it and detach this hard drive. This is the cooling fan is available. This is a external CD driver is there, and this is the power. And here you can see the SSD you can attach here. Okay, so this is how it look like. I just detach that thing simply. We don't have to do the power on. That's how the structure works. Different motherboard you can see, you will get this kind of options are available. So that's how you can recover it actually. Okay. So let's go to there. So we will select the pen drive and then click OK. And then nothing we have to do. Simply you can go with the next. And here these are the options are available. That what are the things you want to recover? Photo, encryption data, some recovery data is there, analysis, rules, this thing. So you can just select all and then click next, and it will start recovering. Yeah, and you still cannot picture the process. Picture the process. No issues there. You can, later you can go there. Here you can see. Let me showcase you that this is how it look like. Let me go with some style word. Okay, there you can see. Okay, so this is the motherboard you have. This is the slot for SSD storage that you can use it. And then we have the power CPU. This is a graphic card is there. That's how work. Different laptops have their own structure of motherboard because they are using the partnership with NVIDIA or AMD or hard drive. So they design their own motherboard. That is their core product that they are selling. Okay. Here you can see this is how it look like. If you unlock some laptop like this way, so if I open this image in new, this is how it look like. So this is a battery. This is a one cooling fan. This is a pipeline. Maybe it is in plastic and copper. Then this is your, you know, or you can say it's a storage part we have that you can use it. I think this is a Wi-Fi, and this is your SSD is available. This is small SSD. You can see 256 or I think 260 GB of SSD it is there. This is your CPU, core CPU is there, and this is your large power battery is there. And in this side, you can see the speakers. So that's how the different laptop have their own structure. That how they are managing the cooling system. That you can use it. Okay. Any other question? Okay. How you can do it's external tools are available that you can directly copy. It's a cloning process that we do. So in that we don't have to run the operating system actually. There we have an clone hardware tool for SSD raw image and forensic. So there we have the hardware. This is look like. This is the external. So it will actually connect with the female connectors. These are the connectors are available. Or you can go with this. Let me showcase you more properly. This is how it look like. So I just detach the external hard drive and I am cloning from this to this simply. That's how you can do it. So we don't have to run the operating system. If we run the operating system, so the malware may be executed. So we are just cloning from the PATA that is, option is available. This is the female connectors we call the wire, and then it is transferring the data. That's it. So this is a hard drive. Sorry, the hardware tool is required to perform. That's you can process. So we don't have to. If you go a little bit more advanced, I like this thing. Let me showcase it because this is a physical, storage we require. Here you can see the analysis of photocopier hard drive for a forensic relevant. Even you want to do this particular research paper, that's how you can do it. Let me showcase you. This is how it look like. The forensic toolkit. That's how you can do. So it's an image runner, and this is the original hard drive which is attached in a laptop or maybe the CPU. So this you can do it. Got it? Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Now it's creating the whole process. There you can see this calculating the data and resource part of the pen drive. So it maybe take time because it's a processing of lots of things. So there is an option is there. It is also going on. So we have to wait for this particular part. Let me check my utilization. That much. It's a little bit slow. Okay. Now the issue is there. Remember this is 100%. So that's how we have to perform the analysis and recovery part is there. It will take a little time. Let me check the how much time it will take. Yes, a little bit bigger because let's suppose if you are using a 1 TB of file size, we have to copy. So there we require at least 2 GB of 2 TB of if you have the 1 TB of hard drive is there. So when we are doing copy, we require at least 2 TB of external because maybe in the copy part we have the reserve space is also give more data. So at that time maybe we can go with 2 or 3 TB of hard drive to copy this stuff. So it will properly copy. That thing we do. And in terms of recovery data, we have required maybe 2 TB or 3 TB of hard drive because in terms of recovery, there is a chance that some more deleted data can have more information is available. Okay. So at the time of recovery, we required extra storage is there. More than just double, you can say, simply. Because let's suppose if we have 16 GB of pen drive, and there you have, use multiple time with some movie transfer. You using that pen drive as a movie transfer, then you download, copy and paste. So this thing you have done, so you have 10 taken like 10 movies, and they all are in the HD quality, full HD quality, or you can say with the 4K quality video. Okay, so the file size is around like 4 GB, maybe 6 GB of, or it can go in the Blu-ray quality, so it can be go 10 GB of file size. Okay, so when you transfer, you deleting the previous file, then you can transfer the new file. So when you're recovering this thing, it can maybe goes up to 15 GB of above data also. So that's the thing, we have required extra space in terms of recovering or copying the data. So that's the concept we have to understand. Okay, so the image is created properly. Now we can close it. Now it is verifying the file size. So you can see it is created one raw image for pen drive. So it is verifying the hash value also, because maybe there is a chance that when we are doing the investigation, if somebody have manipulated the file, so the data can be deleted and we cannot submit the original data to the court or the law agency. So this is an important process that we do. It's a process in the background. It is doing the hashing process. It's just checking the hash files to maintain the integrity. That is important in forensic part. So that thing we are doing. Okay. Anybody have any question till here? Yeah. Yeah. So when we are doing the recovery or increase, so we require external space is required. So it is suggested that when we are doing recovering of data, we require an external storage part, because we cannot recover from hard drive and it will be automatically show store in that part. So that is not possible. If I showcase with you, let me just see the verify. I will showcase that option also. Just this thing is complete verifying the hash value. So I will showcase. Let's suppose we are creating a C drive raw image, and we don't have the extra space is available to store, so it will give a warning. I will showcase that thing. So I will recommend that if you're doing the USB forensic, you can use the smaller pen drive size, maybe 8 GB or 6 GB. Sorry, 16 GB. That will be okay, because 32 GB is taking lots of time. This is also depends your processors and CPU power, how it can calculate all the stuffs properly. So if you showcase my background process, it is taking almost half 3.4 gigahertz process speed to calculating and doing that stuff. And also it is storing in the background. So you can see the hard drive utilization is 90 plus. So that is going, because it is storing the data in the background, and the autopsy is using my pen drive utilization. That's why it is creating 95% almost utilization. SSD is no use because everything is stored in the hard drive. That is a thing. So that's why, depending on the processor speed, it will may take time of to 1 hour also sometimes. So be patient. We'll go through with one by one. Anybody have any question in between that? Then you can ask about that part. Okay, so right now we are, yeah, that is correct. We are taking the image of the USB and storing into the hard drive. Shashank, instead of going with the hard pen drive, maybe you can use external hard drive. There you can create a small folder. That thing you can do. Or maybe in your local system also you can create a one dedicated folder in document of picture, and then do the forensic of that particular folder part also. So that thing also you can do. Or also, if you want to, if you don't have the hard drive, what you can do is that you have the external, sorry, the internal storage is available. So here you can see I have given a one partition of only 16 GB of main partition from the hard drive. So you can do the analysis of this drive also. That is not an issue that we required external USB for the practice purpose. If you don't have, not an issue is there. You can go to this PC, go to more option. In there, you can create the what we can say is the particular. Just a second. There you can go to manage option, computer manage. Show more option, then you can go to manage. And there you can do one small partition of 10 GB or 5 GB from the main, D drive if you have, or C drive is there. So there you can use this thing in that part. So even external hard drive is not required. Here you can see I have this partitions is available. D drive is there, E drive is there, and G drive. But F drive, you can see I only created a small 16 GB of partition. So that thing you also can do partition, and then you can do the analysis. If you don't have the external pen drive is available, that thing you can do it. If you don't use FTK, even that, then even without FTK tool also, you can use the particular process that I am showing in the autopsy, because here we don't use the image file. I directly selected the pen drive, and then we are doing the analysis. So it is taking time to collect all the information. Yes, someone. It almost recovered all the data, not all the exe file or some programming related files, because there we required some paid tools that can use properly. If we are going with some free tools, we cannot recover 100%. But yeah, the normal important files like PDF, doc files are there, images file. This can be recovered easily. Audio, video files. So that is not an issue is there. Some files which is like we have the Adobe files are there, so they are in the Photoshop format is there, so it will be like PSD file is there, .arf file some is there, .attf files are there. So this kind of files will take time to recover, because the file system of this supports is little bit different. So there is a little bit difficulties to recover this file size, but all the normal document or daily basis files we can recover easily with autopsy, or we have one tool also, because we can go with recover tool is also there. That even you can search on Google, you will get more tools list, so that you can use it. So some conditions and some pros and cons are available, so that we have to check. So here you can see the verifying hash is also created. MD5 hash value, it is match. You can see every time we do, it will be a match option. It will not create a reverse process that I told you in the hash. So it is created the computed hash, then the report hash, and it is match. That means it is a right file. Same thing is also happen with the SHA, and that it is match. That's how the hashing function is work actually. Okay, so we have done. And the raw image, if I showcase you in the local system, so there you can go to the G drive, and there you can see this is the small hash supported file is created up to 20. These are the file 1.0. It is collected in 112 like this. So total, this is the file support is you can use in autopsy also. And there is a one paid tool if you are not using autopsy. So there is a tool called NCase. So this is a forensic software, but it is come as a paid version actually. So that's the alternative we have available. Autopsy is available that you can use to recover data and do the same kind of stuff. Inkscape is a little bit advanced. Some more options are available. So you have all the products you can go with. NCase, endpoint investigation, like they have divided into some categories. So you can go with forensic part. So it's not available free. You can just go with the alternative. So there you can use it. It is taking time. See here, if you go to the FTK file option and creating an image file for your SSD. Okay. So I'm taking a my 512 GB or 500 GB of SSD and try to create. So I'm just creating and adding a destination. So something, then create next, where I can store. So I can go to the uh, some location. So I think this PC image file is there, Windows 10. Okay, no option it is showing. Desktop. Okay, this PC. Let's suppose I am going into the E drive and just clicking OK and then simply finishing. So if I start, it will, stop at a small part because it is a 400 GB of file size. And in the E drive, I already have only 113 GB storage. So it will not create the full image. It will give an alert there. You can see this is the file size we have, and I'm storing in the E drive, which already have the only 112 GB. So that's how it will work. That's the thing. So we'll cancel it. Just that approach that we use it. Okay. Now go to the top. See, it is taking little time to take. Okay, I will just cancel this thing right now. We'll go to add data source option. Then next, and then dix file if you have, you can just click on the dix file. Next, then you can give the path of the file. So we'll go to the this PC. G drive is there, and there you can see this is the 001 is available. Open that simply, and then you can just auto detect MD5 hash option is not required, and then you can go with next. And now it will take little time to get all the data options. So for that we have to wait. And here you can see it will record all the options like data source, file type, any deleted file is there or not, how many MB file size, artifact is there, operating system accounts, everything we can recover in this process. So we will wait little bit to got it. Okay, so it will take time. What we can do, if anybody have any question or queries there, do let me know. No one till here is correct. All good. Okay. Yeah, Pratik, you can ask. If we have 14, 16 GB pen drive with data reserve, correct? That is correct. Hurry, it will actually delete the data and then it will restore. When we are deleting the data, so it only store the metadata of a file. So for a metadata of a file, we don't require the full storage file size. That the thing is there. So that's why it can store in 2 GB also. That is a compression process that we call in technically when we compress. Simply concept of zip file or we are doing in the RAR file. So which is we call as a compression process of file. So when we are deleting, it just only store the metadata, not the full file size. So with through metadata, we can recover it. That's the process we call in forensic. And that's the magic we have about the file system also. That you can, I will provide you, not a issue is there. It's a step-by-step process, but you have to learn this thing. So move on. Lots of things is there. Yeah. Pratik, why we are creating an image? See, this is a case scenario I have given you. Let's suppose in some system, what actually happened, let's suppose taking example of in company. Okay. Some system got compromised with, one employee laptop is compromised with, taking example of any malware. Okay. And the virus attack is happened. in that system. Okay, so as a forensic investigator, what we can do is that we cannot seize particular, laptop for full time. Okay, first thing is that, so what we do is that we will just copy the hard drive or maybe the SSD, whatever the, is running in that part. We'll take a copy and store in our local, our drive, whichever we have the storage devices available in that part. And then we will give the laptop to the owner because the laptop is for the owner. And then in the background, we will take a help of that raw image, and through that raw image, we will do the investigation. And that will be submitted into the court. So that's the process we do actually. And also creating an image file. So that will be used in different method, because we not take the laptop everywhere. This is not possible because we have to give to the owner or to the whoever the owner of that laptop or the system. Okay, that is the thing is that. So that's the reason we create the imaging process to analysis more properly. Also, one thing is that the hard drive is, we cannot do the full part. So it will be converted into binary format actually. So if you go to the FTK, we can do the binary analysis of the file of raw image, which we have. So in binary, what's actually happen, it will not supporting any NTFS file format or FAT32 or EXT32. It just showcase everything in binary format. Because here what actually happened, all the files are in different format. We have maybe the .pdf file is there, maybe we have .doc file is there, some PNG related image file is there, some audio file is there. Okay, so when we are doing analysis, it will take lots of time. But in binary format, what actually happen, it is in the zeros and one format, correct? So to analysis 0 and 1 format, it's easy comparing to that part. That's why we're doing the raw image. No, that will be also depending on the case to case scenario. Okay, because if we are doing the investigation and the laptop is seized, that required a permission from the companies. When we are doing a seizing process, so there we require the company's permission, laptop and that thing. If it is not done, so we have to give back them after copying the data and that thing. So that is the process. If the company or the laptop owner don't give the permission, so we cannot seize for a longer time. So there is some written, everything is written in document process. Everything we do, it is written, permission is there. Then only we can take or do any kind of action. Without permission we cannot do. That is the process we have to do. So all thing will be in document part. That process. That's how we can do the process. Okay, it will taking lots of time actually. Why it is taking, yeah. Okay, so that's the thing we do in that particular part. Apart from that, any other question is there? Do let me know. Till here, everything is clear. Yeah. I think it is done almost, yes. Great. So that's the whole process. Let's go with the start part. Okay. So here you can see that is the host that we have created, and even hide this thing also. This thing also I'm hiding that. So this is how it look like. Data source. This is the main part that we have created. So you can click or you can double click on this part. You will get the information. So this is a raw file image that we have, and this is a total size in a bit, that is in a byte format. 31 point some GB is there, and 512 sectors are available. Calculation. So you can just double click on this. You will get two things. The first is called the main partition. Okay. And this is called the unallocated. That is already deleted size. Got it? So that is unallocated information you can see here. And if you go to the downward, that I am talking about the binary format. So there you can see this is the hexa format. All the thing is done. If you go to text, it is showing nothing. But here you can see this is the whole hexadecimal format. The data you can see it. Okay, that's the thing. So main volume is this. We will double click in this part. You will get all the details which is available. Let me go downward. There you can see. So there you can see we have formatted the data FAT32. So you can see the file format FAT32 and MBR partition which I have used for the bootable creating the Windows 10. So that information you can see here. Okay, and here you can see the cross sign in some file part. Remember, which is we call as a deleted file. So if I use here, there you can see this is the file that we have deleted. Let me showcase the image file here. This is the file. And if you go to the uh, pen drive, this PC, pen drive location, there you can see this file is not available because we have deleted that file. Remember it? Only we have this thing, and this thing is available. Okay, and also remember that we have deleted some document.txt file. So that is also you can see. This is the hello.txt, remember? So it is written in this way. I have just copied and this is the password if you remember. It is very small. So let me just right click in this, view in the new window. There you can see. Okay, so it is in text format. There you can see this is a text format. I cannot open or able to maximize, but if you can see this approach is there. I can just copy the data and then I can showcase on text file. There you can see. This is how it look like. Remember? So that's the thing we have deleted actually, but it is able to recover. So that's the process. It's all about, forensic case. Okay. So that is the one part. Let me ask any question is there in this approach? Anybody? Till here is all clear? Till here? Anybody have any question, query? No one? We got two questions like, yeah, ask question. Yeah, I will showcase you how we can save the file. We can save the recovery data. Not an issue is there. Any other question? Yovi, you have? No? Okay, we got one more. Can I recover the before 4-year data? If yes, Pratik, it is possible, but we have to check that how much data it is in a save. So if it is recovering lots of data, we require external storage to recover. Actually, we can recover it. Even 4-year data is also in a store. If you have that particular pen drive or the hard drive is available, you can try to recover it. That is the option is available. But not 100% that I can say that 100% full data can be recovered, but the document and basic documents can be recovered. That we can do it in that part. Yeah. If I delete the data with shift, yeah, that is the thing I have done. Shift plus delete. That is a permanent delete actually occurs. So this thing which I use, this is a permanent delete option which I use. Yeah, we can recover the folder, not in folder, the data can be, we can recover. That is the thing. So it is not a folder kind of thing. Actually, all the files it will showcase, even if you save in the folder also. So in folder, whatever the file you have deleted, that is also you can recover it properly. So there you can see we have also deleted one new document data. You can double click on it. You will get the metadata of that particular file. Some document is there. That is the ISO file actually. That's just showing. And this is the by default for files that we already have. Okay. So you can see all the data and command injection part. Even here you can see we have added some data this thing. So you will get all the data like this one, masses in that part. Yeah. If you have Shashank only SSD, so I recommend not to do, because you can use any external pen drive. Maybe you can take from your friend, because already in your SSD you have very less storage. Maybe it is 512 GB, so you cannot do more kind of stuff. So I will recommend that you can use an external pen drive, then you can perform this task. Yes, that is then is there, because already we have less storage, so we cannot do lots of stuff. Okay, so this is the thing, and here you can see the unallocated space. This unallocated space is something like, you can say, some deleted file information you have in the past, or we have deleted. So that information you can see here, all the unallocated part, some file, some information, some data is there, that thing you can see. So before formatting, I have created a bootable pen drive for the Windows 10. So that file information you can see. Here you can see the modified time or last time you can access. This is the information you can see. This is the file size you have. This is all that thing. And this is the location you can see where it is in store. If any kind of hash value, something is there, then you can see it. If not, not issue is there. So that's the approach that we follow. And if you go to the orphan file, so this is the background. You can see, remember last time, this is all the metadata which I have deleted in maybe past. This is the some Windows file is there, Vista file is there, that thing I have created, which is permanently deleted because I have formatted the data. That's why it is showing. You can see all the DDL file which is supported for installing the Windows time. So that data you can see. This is comes into the orphan or the unallocated file. You can see the bootable option is there, and some crypto file is there. Any image file we can see, not yet. So these are the files are available. Okay. Yes, you have to take that particular image. But what actually happened, if you have deleted that folder actually, so you cannot recover. So what you have to do is that you have to create the full hard drive image, then you can try to recover that thing, because it's a long time we have to do. Even don't create the image, you just directly open as a live acquisition, what we call the live testing part. Here you can see I have got some text files, I think. Yeah, these are some text files I have found, which I have deleted like more previously when I'm using the pen drive. It is like 2 years older, my pen drive is there. So these are some data I'm getting from there. Actually, this is all, deleted data in previous. Lots of data is there. Okay. So we'll go to the unallocated. Let me just go there and then go to the main system file. This is the thing, volume, main volume. And let's suppose I want to recover this image file. You can go export file option is there, exporting file. You can just export it, or sorry, the extracted file. Now you can save in the desktop folder and save this thing. So that is file is extracted and it is so in the same file format here. There you can see this encoded file. So there you can see this file is available. So that's how you can recover the data also from there. Okay. Till here, anybody have any doubt? Question is there? All good? Okay, we have lots of things to cover. So I'm just giving you one step one by one. Yeah. Yes, I have right now this thing. I have one more case study in which I already have Windows 7 images available. This is for the kind of task that I will showcase you for the practice purpose. But before that, you have to understand the autopsy tool. That's why I show you it's a part of USB. Maybe you can create a raw image for your mobile data, mobile phone, and then you can try to restore it. Yeah. So what extent we can restore the right from the beginning of the data? Yeah, from the beginning of the data, you can try to recover it, but we have to check that how many times we have formatted the data. So every time when we format a data, what actually happen? It will just, collect in the that reserve space. So when we are recovering, it depends on the recovery tool, that how good the tool is all about. to recover the data. So if it is from the first time when you deleted, maybe it's a 5-year-old pen drive you have. Okay. So from there also we can recover the data, but we require a very good tool. Maybe we can go with some paid tool, because from software based tool we can recover, but not that much accurate data. We have some miss data is also available, because the file format and the location of storage is also changed. So that's why we can recover. That is a good thing, but we cannot recover in a proper exact file. We have some mismatched data is also available in that part, because these are the free tools, so they will not give that much good performance to recover that thing. That is part is there. Okay. Any other? Yeah, when we extract our data, the process can use our internet. No, we don't require at the time of recovery. We require a CPU power, processing speed. CPU and GPU is required to process the data. So at that time, we don't require internet access. You can do offline process. This is all offline you can do. Recovering in that thing is required. Yeah. Okay, for recovery, I showcase this thing. You can go to this wrong image. Let's suppose I want to recover this hello.txt file. So right click on this and extract the option, extract file. So you can click extract, and then where you want to export this file in the desktop, you can save the file. So it will save in that file. That's it. Simple step we have to follow. Yeah, that is the thing. Okay, so till here, I think everybody got the clearance. Okay, no problem is there. Now we're going to do one real time of case study we'll take, and that thing we're going to do. It's kind of in a task assessment, but I will showcase you how we can do is that we have lots of things to recover. Email ID, browser information, that thing. Okay, but we'll take a 15-minute break because it goes overload. Lots of things is there to showcase. So we'll take a 15-minute break and then we can come up to restart. Okay. Any kind of question and queries there before? Let me know. I am recovering data from the USB, which I have deleted. Some data I have just pasted from here. So that deleted that files I am recovering from the USB. Yeah. That's the thing I'm doing. Not the local system, because local system, if I showcase you, it will take long time, because it will take the whole processing almost 2 to 3 hours to recover the data from maybe local C drive or D drive. That is the part, because I'm using the laptop like last 4 or 5 years. So recovering whole the data, it will take lots of time to process, 2 to 3 hours or more, maybe more than that. That's the thing. Okay. Anybody have any question? Here you can even also see still the processing is going on. If I showcase there, you can see. If you go there in the downward, there you can see. There, analysis is still going on. There you can see 93% the analysis is done for the pen drive. So still it is recovering some more data. Got it? So if you're using your local drives, it will maybe take more than 1 or 2 days also, depending on your processing speed. Okay. And even you can go to task manager, you can see the memory utilization is almost 96. CPU utilization you can see 80%, because the processing is going on still to recover the data. That's the thing. So it will take time. Of course, it's a time taking process and part. So that's not the issue is there. Okay. It will depends like, the tools performance, John. Maybe if you are using some paid tools, so we can recover the whole data which we have deleted previously. Or if you are using autopsy, it will also recover the data, but not that much accurate. Like the normal files we can recover, supported files which are normally used. Let's suppose we want to recover some exe file related data that we are stored in that file only. Okay, so that will require advanced tools or external hardware tools to recover. That is not possible with only with a single laptop, because it required a good CPU and processing power. So there we have to move to paid tools or licensed tool actually. That the thing is there. Yeah. Any other question apart from this? Yeah, it's required break. Okay, no problem is that. We'll take a 15-minute break, then we can come. And then we will start with more options we have available, like artifact analysis and that thing we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is possible, Pratik. You can try to recover with the autopsy. Maybe you can recover the data, or you can go with this tool I have. Recover is there. You can try with this recover. You can go with this recover tool to try to recover. Even it is 4 year back also, not a issue is there. If it is available in your pen drive, it is not damaged, so that you can recover from here. But remember that you require almost like almost 15 GB storage is required in our local disk, so that you can recover and store the data. That is the thing is that you have to do. Rest nothing is part. So if you want to go there, you can go it. Okay, so we'll take 15 minutes short break, and then we'll come up to get more details. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. File format is not a problem, Pratik. You can recover easily. If it is an NTFS FAT32, not a issue is there. It will automatically detect. Not a problem is there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll connect in 15 minutes. Okay, guys. So everybody is available. Let me know. Just give me a confirmation if everybody is there. Okay, great. Yeah. So let's go to the. You can see it's still recovering, almost 94% only done. Not a issue is that because it's working in the background. Not a problem is that in that part we can see what are the options and data can be recovered. So like these are the images, I think. Yes, no problem. Okay, so here you can go. First thing we have given the data options. Correct. Now if you go to host one, there you can see the same data. Nothing is that. Now here you can see the extension based file type. Like from extension, total we have seen that thing. Now here you can check out it with the by extension, like what are the files are recovered. So the file which are supported, you can see here, we have the .jpg, png, video related files, audio, any archive file is there that you can see it, database related files you can able to recover, HTML or web portal or some executable files. So these are the files that, supported by Autopsy. So if you have deleted anything with this file extension, that can be recovered. Okay, apart from that, any other extension it is there. So it's possible, maybe recover or not, that we need to check it. Okay, so here you can see some archive file we also have. Double click on that. So you get some archive file like about the package file or something is that is deleted. And if you can see the file was created around on May 5th, May 11th May, something like that. At that time I was, then after that, I think is I have deleted that file. So there you can see information about this thing. Okay, at that time. It's unallocated, that means it is deleted, but we can recover or not that thing. In documents, so we got only in this thing. Then moving further, so here you can see the deleted file section. You will automatically delete. See. So if you go to file system, you can see this is all files which I deleted maybe in past. So all the list you can see almost 2000 plus files which I have deleted. Okay, so that thing you can able to see one by one. Some of the files are in the DDL files are there because you can see A to Z. So that's you have to see that anything which is deleted you can able to recover from there. Information you can see in the metadata tab, so you can see in the download there. All the registry files are there. Some related because the Panda which I have formatted it is specifically in the bootable format. That's why it is showing all the DDL files and that thing, which is support when we are installing some data, Windows. That the okay. And if you go to categorize in the file size, if you don't remember that which other files have big file size and small, you can see here like we have more than 32 plus, having a file size of 1 GB or more than that. So there you can see all these file locations. .rty, some files is available. So you can search that what is the RTY or something file extension is there that you can see it. Or if you go less than, so we have these two files options are available. And if you go less than 200 MB file size, so there you can get all these file options. Okay, so that's how you can recover the data. Then you can go to artifacts. So it's called the metadata of a file. There you can see we have this thing. So assignment, something I have that thing I have used. Who is the actual owner? You can see here. I am the user ID, but it is maybe created or edited by someone else. So that information you will get. When was it was last, modified, when it is edited at last time, that you can check here. So the last time it is edited around 21st May. Timing is this IST timing. This is important. Okay. Some setup file or you can get some information. So that are the options you will get here. That is the thing is that something like that we have. Okay. So these are the options, help you to get more details. Then this is a part of called keyword search option is there. In keyword search, you will search, specific data, email addresses you can see here as a pattern base. Some email data which I recover from the pen drive. Like these are the email recoveries are there. So maybe I have used in some document files, some password related files. So it is showing that file options here, all this. Some are maybe real, maybe some are not real. So we need to check like these are the files information I got it. And when it was accessed last time at what location, that thing it is showing in this area. Okay, there you can say I got my one original mail ID. So there I see here. It is in the my document. I have created one presentation for the one webinar. So there I have given my mail ID in the PDF format. So if you go to the downward at the last, if I go, I think here. So here you can see it is given my LinkedIn ID and then mail ID. So there it is, given all the options. So it is fetched from that particular document also, that thing. Okay. So there I got my mail ID and these are the some different one. I think some documents it is given in that it is fetching the data. So just check this regex pattern which we use. So this is a regex pattern we have. And according to that, it will recover the mobile numbers or maybe the mail IDs. That how we can do. So that's the process you have to follow and analysis the part. Okay. Some tags, if you can go and check out. So we don't have, you can create a report of this whole process. That is also you can do it. So that's the small demo about the USB recovery and data, as well as how we can use the autopsy tool. It's a very big tool actually. I'll just given you some small part. Even we can go to check out the geolocation, some data if you have. So right now in that source data, we don't have any kind of location is available currently. So it will not give any data right now. Okay, even you can see the timeline. Then you want to continue the still the process is going on. So it will create some data timeline and where we have created which timeline. You can see the all the information which it recovered. So it is giving around 980 years back. So when the data is deleted, access as per the document which it is collected. So according to that, it is giving all the information here. That is the part is that if you click there, you will get some data details like document was created at that time. Or if you go 2022, these are the documents information you will get. This is the full information you can check like this way. So as per the timeline, even it is maybe 4 years back. In 2011, some document is created, which I have copy or paste. So that location you can see, and in this particular part. Okay, so you can go back and HT and showing. Why it's showing 2013? You need to check like some file is modified at that time. There you can see the timeline here. So I think this is something is a metadata of Windows file, which I have created the bootable pen drive. So at that time, the timeline is maybe, change or maybe the data is changed. That's why it is showing the future date also. Because when we do, some updates and that thing, so we can change the timeline of the data of our old system. So that's why it is showing like 2023 is there and 2024 is also there. So that is the future file update is there. It is not the main document file, but something is that. So according to that, it is showing the timeline part. You can see in the detail there, you can check out in this approach also, but it's like in all the file information. Or you can go with the list option. So it will showcase like in this way, as per the year wise. So some event is happen in past, some activities happen that you can try to check with the timeline and a specific minute also. That is the option. Here you can see the time options. Like you want to check, or you can filter also according to that. Okay. So whole information you can cover from the autopsy tool. Okay. Till here everything is good. Any question, queries there? Let me know. All good here. So you can create, I will just check one more if we have some raw image for autopsy. Like this. Let me check some online event. Sample file for, yeah, any question is there? Anand, that we have to, check with the crime scene. Let's suppose somebody, hack your system in last week. So you got a little idea that this is the confirmation which I have got it. Now you have to cross verify with the tool information that we have recovered. So that thing we have to match, like at what time the crime scene was happened, or you can, check out it. So that thing you can verify with the, timeline and the recovery data. So according to that, you can, do it, this thing, because we cannot 100% assure that at that time only the system what got compromised or not. So we need to verify with some more evidences. That thing, you can check out it. So get the data. Okay, then let me check if any sample file is available. Okay, so we have lots of files there for partition test, fat keyword test. No, this is not what we required. Let me give some, sample file for the practice purpose. Let me check if we have. Okay, you can also use this file. I think they have removed. Okay, no problem is there. One case study I will, showcase you for more practice, so that we can, use it. So this is a kind of one task that I have got it. In there we have this desktop GIF file is there, forensic file is there, and this is the secret file is also available. So that we have to download, and there I have given this report part, that how you can do the analysis. It is given in a proper way, like the overview, scanning the machine, repairing the Windows log. We have to find the password of AMI and username, that you have to do. So we have some log, different tools options are available. We can go with McAfee, Event Weaver is there, Hex Editor is there, or OPH Crack is there. This kind of, tools we need to use to perform this kind of task. But to performing this kind of task, it will take time, because the reason is that we have to do in the virtual machine. You cannot do directly into the main machine, because it will change your registry files. Okay. So now I will showcase you some of the details that we require. The first we call the registry files. Anyone knows about this thing, what actually it's all about? Or window registry files, have you ever visited? Anybody knows about this thing? No one? Okay. No problem is there. That is usually used. It's a, you can say it's a main file system which store all information about Windows, everything, everything you want to see, this is stored in there. So you want to go to the Windows search and search for registry editor. This is the thing. You can open it. So this is a 5 classes available: root, user, local machine, user, and current configuration. So everything which is related to any kind of settings in Windows, maybe it is a kernel part, root level, boot information, what are the file support is there, everything you can get here in this particular file system. So this is divided into 5 classes. That is class root, current user, local machine information, user information, and any kind of configuration is there. So if you go to root section, it will give all the file support information, like whatever the file is supported in Windows, that information is available here. Like any .ddl file is there, .doc file, .html, docs, DOS related. This is everything you can get in the root section. So you can check the file registry in that thing here. Then we have the second is called the current user, like your current user which you are using. So their event information, control panel information is there, keyboard, anything which is related to Microsoft products. You can get all the Windows current version in Explorer file, run file, network related information you want to see, software which is supported. This is all the softwares which we have installed in the Windows platform. That thing is available. So that is come into the current user. Then go to the local machine. So this is like all the SAM files, which is the password related, security configuration, software which are supported, what are the systems configuration part, and setups. That thing you can see here. This is your local system settings. Then this is the end users, like what are the users we have created in a system or not. So that users, guest users, main Windows user, all the file support you will get here in this file part. So if we change anything from this registry file, it will directly affect your operating system. Simply, that's the how things is work. So if anybody hacking your Windows system, they maybe get chance to capture the registry file options. So that thing we have to be aware about it. That is the first thing. Okay. So if you want to learn something, you can research about the registry files also. Oh, what is it is? First question comes, how it works, you can check it, and what is the use of it. This thing you can do as a research task. You can do Google search to understand and learn more about this thing. I just given a small overview, but you can check out it because that is helpful in testing also. And when we do the investigation part, there also it will help you. Okay. Then the second thing comes into the particular Windows part that we call the event log. There you can see all the log information or the events information about your system. So you can go to Windows search, you can just search for event viewer. You can see. So it's a event viewer, full form you can just go with. So all the activities that you are doing, all kind of an activity, installation, some update comes, some warning is coming in security and that thing. So this is all available in event log file. Event viewer, you can just open it. This is how it looked like, the dashboard. Now it is loading. So there you can see we have the custom view. Then you have the Windows related log files, and any kind of applications get some warning or that thing. So you will see here all the log files. And the event is categorized in 5 sections. That is called the critical. Some error based warning, you will get it, some pop-up. Sometimes any kind of warning comes when you're downloading some application, or some information like the Defender is updated, it is audit success. So this is how it is categorized. Now let's go to the custom view. You can create your own customization view, that how you know check. So it is the administration errors which is we have found. So there is you can see we got some error warning at particular time. Then you can see some warning comes at this specific time, which is like kernel event tracing. So you can double click on that and you can see check the information like what is the error is come. So some back real-time session, some PCA file, not working properly. So that option comes and it is a admin related task that is, done. Okay. And here you can see the specific timeline at what time this is created, what is the event, that thing. And when this, session is running, that is a part. Then you can go to detail option. There you can see the what is the information is that this is the code. This is the analysis we do in the forensic to understand that which application get this error. Okay, that is the thing. You can see lots of available. So we'll go to the Windows log file. There you can see the any application if create any error you can see here. Like Brave browser I am running, some Windows created error. When I install some application. So I think we have installed this thing, MS installer. Okay, so that you can see around that particular part. So if I double click, you can see the option like I have installed some application FTK imager. Remember? So this is a timeline when it was, partially installed. Today's date and around 3:42, this much. So it is created one event and where I installed. So there you can go to detail option. There you can see. Let me, it is, I think, there. So the software name is access data FTK image that we install. This is a version and this is the event ID. Now here you can see the binary analysis of that file. This is how you can see. Or if you go to the system information, there you can get like MSI installer. That is a background when we are installing the Windows machine. That thing. And this is a time which is we have to match exact particular millisecond. Option it is shown. And this is the application which is running. This is a user which is accessing this thing. That's the part. So that's how you can see the past recovery, that at which time what kind of installation done, that thing is there. And if you go to the restart manager, that thing go there, we have one more. This is I think autopsy, you can get it there. You can see the location part when I have installed the autopsy at this location. After downloaded, we have just click it. So you will get the information like in download folder, autopsy. And if you go to system information, you can get the exact system time at which time the application was installed and the event. And this is the process ID. So these are the things we actually submit. And this is a user ID, which is like my user information we are getting. So that's how we can recover and check log files to see the past activities. Okay. Any kind of security. So this is all audit successful. Like when the audit is in a background, it will check any kind of warning comes. So we need to check in the past. So I have to check like any kind of, here you can see log on and specific logout option. So this is a data is there around 440 types. So any kind of login or successful account login option always come. So there you can see an account was successfully logged on. That means this user, somebody has accessed my system at that specific time. So that thing we can get it in a user information, that thing. So as an admin, I have login. Anti-authority is admin user ID, service access. So we got the login access. Like this other way, we can check the information. Okay, so this is like a very huge number of part is there. System related warning you will get here. Any kind of kernel time issue is there, that thing you can see. Forward event, any kind of, right now we didn't have that. And then you can go to application. So we have hardware related, any error is come, that you can check it. Intel I didn't use because we have Firefox or Chrome browser we are using. That thing we have OpenSSH, I think. No, we have not used PowerShell information. So I have used PowerShell at some last time. So that is specific timing edition, at which time I have used that thing. Okay, Office alert, anything. I got an Office alert also, like this is the window Office. Here you can see some alert option like there. So that is specific time you also you can check out it according to that. So that's the thing we do in the investigation part to grab or recover the information. So in this part, any doubt, any question is there, do let me know. These are the inbuilt tools that we use to grab the information. Okay. So any question in this part? Anybody have till here? Let me know. All good? Okay. No one have any question, query? Or it just got little bit bored? That is also let me know. So I can give you a task to perform. Yes, we can delete the event from here also. Not a issue is that. It's up to you that how, it's a part of how you are clear. Let's suppose you are a hacker, you just do. So how you are, clearing the track. So whatever the activity you have done, that is also record. Even when we do the, any remote session of a hacking, so that is also record in the event part. That is the thing we have to do the investigation. So if I showcase you, let me showcase you one testing process uh, as a real-time hacking. So let's start one AI environment. I will go to VMware, open it. So here we have the one attacker machine is available. That is the Kali machine. Okay, and then we are using a one desktop. That is a Windows 7 machine is this one. Okay, and rest I will just close. This thing. So we have one attacker machine, which is we call Kali machine. And the second we're gonna use this Windows 7. So what I will do, I will hack from the Akali machine and we will see the activity which is perform in the Windows part. Got it? So that we're gonna do. Let's enter. So that is the thing. And in the event we will see that even if I'm not log in or do, so how in the remotely something is gonna happen in my system, that we have to check it. Okay, so that thing we're gonna do. Let me check. It's 100% utilization. Okay. Analysis is done almost. Yeah. So we got the extension by images. You can see some of the deleted image I have found in my past pen drive. We can see from my pen drive, like 100% is done. So these are the information I got. Some images like this thing. Okay. Some deleted image you can see. Lots of image I know I have found. So that thing. Any audio? I think I got some audio is also there. Okay, that's the thing. Any kind of archive file. So I got some archive file also is we have recovered. Okay. So that is not an issue. We'll go later. Let me check the utilization. If still it is 100%. Okay, just let me see. Okay, 95% autopsy. So I will close autopsy because that is the one overview I have given you. Later, if you choose, I will restart it. Let me close. Okay, now the utilization is a little bit less. Okay, so what I gonna do, I will hack the window machine from Kali system. And then we will see what are the event is recorded in the Windows system in the event file. Okay, so firstly, we need to check the IP address of both the machine so that they are will be in the same network. Okay. So let me first search my Kali machine IP. It is 153.129. And if you go to the Windows, so I think I don't know the Windows IP address because we have to hack this particular system. So what we're gonna do is that We'll just check the 192. Okay, one more thing I can do is that let me go to the setting option and let me create a host only because okay, it is already available. Huh? Yeah. So let me change this into host network wired connection. Then I can check. Okay, so we have got the IP address is 206.128. Then I go to the Windows tab setting option and open. I will just disable this thing for now. Remove. So I have only host only. So they will become a same network part. Okay, or if you want to go, just restart the guest. Okay, so both become same network. Then I will hack. So it will be easy to just showcase it. So here we got the IP of range 206.128. Okay. ls IP ADDR. So it is 206. So what I gonna do? I will use net discover command -r 192.206/1/24 and hit enter to got the another IP address of this. So here I think we got the IP address is 206.254. That is the target IP. Or if I want to scan with nmap to check the operating system information, so -o speed the scan part and then 192.206.254. That's the thing we can do. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the Windows IP. So that's why I use the a tool called Net Discover to find the IP address of Windows machine. So that is simple. What I have done, I just set up the both the machine in the same network. That is the thing. So that we get the communication channel. Now it is showing it's a disable. No IP address we have found, something like that. Okay, not a issue is there. One more thing we can do is that we simply now I will scan this thing and map and then the IP address 206.150.254 to check. Don't worry, that is not a problem is there. I will showcase. Uh, DSCP is automatically set. We don't have to do. It's a predefined setup is there. So in the host, it will automatically give the IP address and that thing. Okay. So that's the particular part, or I will just showcase you this thing. The first command that I use, this one, net discover, because it is same network range. So it will start and try to find any target IP that we have to do. So I got this one machine is there with the 254 that we have to check. So I'm gonna use here nmap to scan the machine. That which are the port numbers are open in this particular machine part and that thing. Or here also you can see it is connected or not. Yeah, not a issue is there. I'm using on the platform here. So that's the thing here. You can see here we have this. Okay, these are the options are available. So here I got, I think all the thing is stuff. Why it is showing anything not like that? Okay, and map IPDR. Let's see. Okay, so this is the IP, we have got it. And let me check the Windows IP, why it is not showing. Hmm. Okay, so the IP is 10.20. Let me log. I log out the main system. Okay, so we'll ping this IP. Unreachable. Okay, we'll add a one new adapter because it is not taking that good. Yeah, that is okay. Reset is done. That is done. Now if I try to ping, still it is not pinging. So we need to change the adapter of settings for Kali machine. So it's a normal procedure, not a issue is there. I'm just checking the connectivity because if it is not able to ping, so how we can hack the system? That's the main thing is that. Okay, let's see it is able to ping or not. Okay, so we'll scan with the nmap 10.20 to get the details. Okay, so nmap is used to find the port numbers is available on the Windows system so that we can find some exploit and then we can do the exploit. So don't worry about the nmap tool. We will explain in the upcoming classes in detail how to use and what are the uses there. I'm just showcasing you the process, like as a hacker somebody is trying to hack. So what are the activities is been record into the Windows system. Okay, so that is the main target we have available. Now let's see, it will scanning how much it is done. Almost 21% is done. We'll go to the new tab and let's ping again. It is working or not. I think firewall is blocking, so we cannot get the reverse access. Let's see in the nmap how much. Almost 29% is done. Let me go with the simple scan. 10.20. So anyone will get the access, will give the information or just a cross verify. I know the password, so I will just log in and check. CMD, and here you can see if I seek the IP config. So IP address is 10.20 is the first one. Okay. So we have the adapter also then 153 and 131. Yeah, that I can use it later. Let me just go to IP conf IF config. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, great. So I think we can able to ping 192.168.153.131. So yeah, this is available. So at this IP address, we will try to do. Okay. So what I gonna do? I will just log out it here again. How it is do? Login off. Okay, this is log off. Now let's go there. Okay, and I will just check with the nmap hyphen capital PN and then IP address. So there we got the information. I think in this it will taking time. Okay, so here you can see we got 3 port numbers are open. Till here, anybody have question query? Let me know before moving. Well, this is assuming we know the target IP. What if we don't? What if we don't? So we need to use the net discover command to find the, or maybe you can use the alternative commands are available to identify that which are the systems are alive in a local network. So you can use angry IP scanner is a one tool. Or in the Kali machine, you can use net discover, or even you can use nmap, but it will take time to scan. So it is a like long tool collection that we have to use. So these are the tools you can use it as a checking which host is live running and find the IP address. So that's the thing we have done. Now I will just simply use the Metasploit tool to hack the system and get the control. Okay, because it is running on 445. So we'll open the MSF console. To get the remote access. Okay. So here we got the Metasploit. Now here we're going to use the search for vulnerability for Windows 7 is eternal blue. So we're going to use the first exploit. This is the one which you're going to use. So use 0, automatically load. You can see the option. What are the option required? So here we require the target IP address symbol. That is Windows 7. Okay. So we'll use the Windows set host target IP 153.131. That is set. Now you can directly exploit it. No, we are not using any MN in the middle attack. It is a direct exploit. That is a direct exploit we are doing. So we'll just use the exploit. It's a predefined vulnerability is available in Windows 7. You want to search, you can search later on in Windows 7 that we call the 445. So you can search for SMB exploit. You can search for the eternal blue vulnerability in Windows 7, and then you can search for the WannaCry ransomware history. So there the hacker used the same by default port number which is open 445. Due to that, the hacker get the access. So through that vulnerability, we are trying to directly get the access of Windows 7 easily. And here you can see we got the access after exploit. So if I type sysinfo, I have the Windows 7 control, which is built on this service pack. I can take the screenshot. So the screenshot is saved. I can go to the folder, open the folder. And if you go to the file system, root, so I will open as root. Because as a normal user cannot open. There you can see this is a screenshot we have got it. Okay, it's loading. Why it is taking time? Yeah. So there you get the login access. Even the user of Windows 7 don't know that the system is compromised or not. That is the thing. This exploit is not possible in Windows 10, Pratik, because they have the different port numbers are open. Because after getting the knowledge about the WannaCry in 2017, Microsoft released the patch for this actually. So you will not get the exploit is working for Windows 10. We have to search for a double exploit and something else is there for that part. Okay, so open with the set image. So here you can see this is the image you have got, just like that. Okay, now you can go to the terminal, and if you want to, simply you can crack the password also. That is not a problem is there. So for that, what you can do, we don't have to require that thing. We just to check the background process. We'll go and set session 1. No, use. Okay, so I will go and check out here like simply will go sys info, you will get the information. Even if you want to check the IP address, that you can also check it. What we can do is that we'll check the process, background process. So these are the background process are running. Metasploit is a part of cybersecurity. Is little bit is there. We'll provide you the detail in that part. So this is a background process IDs. You can see it is running in the background. We have Windows log. This is running on the Windows 7 already. Okay. So we can take any kind of, process ID and migrate it if you want to do. Or we can also grab this thing. Yes, it is in more in CH part, Metasploit. So just I'm giving an overview how you can do. One more thing we can do is that particularly we can get the shell from here. So it will be directly get the Windows command prompt. There you can see. Got it? So here you can, check out the details, information, IP config command you can run. You will get the IP address of part. And here you can see which location you are. So I think we cannot clear this screen. Okay. So you can see all the part. Let me just go to exit from here and then escape. Then I will go to shell. We got the Windows. Then you can go to step back, and you are in the C folder. Now you want to create some file or something like so mkdir hello. So the file is created. You can see the directory hello file is created in the window. And if you go to the Windows file here, and then you can log in. So you can see that file is already created in the C folder. So there you can go to the Explorer in the C. You can see the hello file is created. Or again, if you want to check out that, I can take a screenshot. I will exit from here, go, and if I take a screenshot, the screenshot will be taken. Now, if you go to the folder, here you can see, this is how it will take. So that's how I can take a remote session and anything I can do. So Windows cannot able to check out it, but right now I didn't done the post exploitation. It's my name is Mukesh, not Sukesh. Not an issue is there. I will provide you the detail for YouTube. Soon I will start it. Okay, not a problem is there. So now here we have to check that my system is already compromised as a Windows user, correct? But how we can find it? So firstly, you have to go to the task manager. Task bar and start menu. There you can go. Not there. Task manager. View the running process. So in the running process, you have to see that which process is running. Right now, you can see I have the remote access is available of the Windows machine. So something is going on in the background. Like you can see this is a username and that part is there. Okay, these are the information. And if you go to the service option there, so there I have to find that which process is taken by the Metasploit. So through that, Kali machine is able to access that thing. So these are the all processes there. We have to analyze that thing. Hidden service or something like that is there or something like that. Okay. So let me check Windows session remote desktop is also going on. These are the things. So we need to do a little analysis. Show all process there you can see. Windows running client server, Windows Explorer, network. That thing you can see. So there we can need to check like any metapretation and something like is going on. So that thing we have to identify. Or even you can go to the networking option. There you can see some network activities is going on or not. So that's how we can track that my system is compromised or not. I have, or also one more thing, the folder that we have created, it is not created by me. as a window user that is created by someone else. So there you can go to the event viewer, and then you can see the event log there. Yeah. Okay, so there you have to see the event log, like some custom log. Okay, let me increase there. So any kind of error or some application, we have to identify that. And if file is created, when login, you can get in some kind of this kind of warning is coming. Okay, so was unable to handle the notification event, something like this kind. At what time? So that thing we have done analysis. It is a little bit lengthy work, but we need to check. So this is the part of forensic or investigators do to check out it. Like any system security alert, we have got it. Okay, special login, we got some login access. So who is logging? Somebody else is logging or not at that time. So that thing we have to do. Like this is a domain. Here you can see this is activities performed. So as a normal user, when I see the special login, there you can see. So as a remotely Metasploit has taken, so he can see all the privileges is taken by the Metasploit at that inner part. So I got this particular access. Like at this time, I didn't log in because if you see as a normal login log, okay, so it will shows that somebody else taken audit success, something like that. So these are the behaviors we have to check, like who has login, who has log out, that particular part, this thing. One thing I can also do here, I can go in the Metasploit, I can shut down remotely the system also. You want to check, I can just search help button, and there you can see I can tab shutdown option is also there. You can see shutdown. So if I just click here shutdown, the Windows machine will automatically shut down. Okay, fail shutdowning. No, it is not work properly, I think. Okay, operation fail, system power exit window. Okay, not a issues there. We'll see some another command it is working or not. Okay, one more thing we can do. Get UID. Lots of things is there we can do. Let me go with the get system access. You are already running. Okay, one more thing you can do, shell, and then we can shut down. That is also you can do. So here you have to provide like at which time you have to delete, like expected plan, that thing. So how many time you can do display, reboot the system, just restart it. You can do this thing. These are the commands are available which is supported in Windows. So you can just simply do shutdown /G, access denied. It is showing that I am not the main user. So we have to check what is the command we have to use. Yeah, that thing. Thank you. We can use shutdown -S -T and 1 second. Okay, so it is showing that is a deny because we don't have the full uh, root access or root permission is login. So that is the one thing, because that is the one part. One more thing we can do is that we'll exit from here and we become a part of main processor. So there we have to check out the user ID. It's anti user. That's the thing. We can suspend. Let's see. Suspend seek and counter anything, suspending some information or something like that. So that behavior will use according to this way. Okay, let me check if we can do here. Shutdown /hash. Yeah, it's showing powerful, or even we can use shell. Then we will try shutdown /s-t for 1 second. After 1 second, so it is showing service deny because we are not logging as a administrator this part. That's why. So maybe we didn't get some activity, but here we can get the activity like remotely what other thing is going on. some event is happened, service control, we got some errors also. So that way we can able to identify. So we have to clear all this event. Then only, we will get the information. Or one more thing we can do is that, let me exit from the, let me check the process ID. Now we will become a part of some any process. Like we have this thing, Windows task source is there. We can take any process ID and become a part of local service. So let's suppose we are going with uh, migrate to 740. Okay, not is working. 804. Any process we can take. When we have the SV host to 452, I think it is migrating. Yeah, migration is done. Now we have become a part of process 452. Okay, so we'll go and in the task manager, we can check 452 some process is running or not. Okay, so I think we have to check here. 452, something like that. Okay, no performance, user ID is there, application. Okay, so here we have some local systems process are running. That thing we need to check out it, like how it is working and not. So that's the particular part is done in this level. Okay, so this how we can track that how the Kali machine is get the full control in this level part. Okay, so these are the process we can follow. How to clear your track. Okay, for clearing the track, it's a one command that we have to do. That you can use here. That I will showcase you. That is a clear event is there in the like clear env. Not it's working. env slash. Okay, let me check the help command. Get system. So that is the option is there. You can use is shut down the system or till the that particular process you want to know delete that thing you can do, or just yeah, this is the part. Clear your event log. So you will use clear EV is the option. Yeah, that is a clear EV and hit enter. So you can see all the application process was running, system was running, and system this particular process ID. So if you go to the Windows, and then if you want to find that particular process ID, we cannot able to find that particular process ID. Okay. So that is the thing we have to check. Setup. That is the part. Application, you can see no process ID we have because already we have deleted from there. So that's how you can, secure yourself at that part. What's the thing that you didn't understand, Shashank? Let me know. Where is the point is that thing? Where you got confused actually? Ask. VNC and a remote desktop if you want to take. If not, a problem is there. Yeah. Any question is there? Yeah. Secure part. Which kind of securing part? Yeah. Information in the system log cannot be. Yeah. Rovi, you cannot able to recover right now because again, when we are recovering, we require some recovery tool to recover the event log files and that thing. So we cannot directly recover. Let's suppose it is deleted from my system. So I cannot, recover directly. We have to require some backup file. We have to create that thing. So in industry, what actually happened, we create a backup files in Windows. So through that, you can, work on it. Yeah, Shashank, in which part in Windows you didn't able to understand? The securing part or the hacking part? That let me know. For Windows, let's suppose this is the system I hack with the help of this vulnerability we have. 445 port number. So what you can do is that you can just disable the service of this. then you can, nobody can able to exploit with this help of that thing. So this is how you can secure yourself. That is the first step. Yeah, from deleting, of course you don't have the proper option is available. What we can do is that, let's suppose the first thing is that we have to secure our system first. The first thing. Second thing, we can do the antivirus or any anti malware you will run that thing, and block or close unwanted port numbers which are open in your system or in our system. So if somebody want to track, scan with the nmap tool, that which port numbers are open. So at that time, if I am scanning by Kali machine or any other, hacking machine, so there it will shows close option. That the thing. Okay, so that's how you can scan and work on it. Okay, so here if you can see, if you go to the new tab, let me go to new tab, and here if I check my if config, so my IP address is Kali machine is this one. Okay, and let me just scan nmap with my own Kali machine. Nmap 192, 168, 153, 129. So it will shows that only 80 port number is open because my Apache server is running. Okay, no, 22 is used for SSH. So I didn't start SSH, so it is showing no SSH. Here you can see system CTL status of Apache to service. So it is showing this is running. Now what I will do, I will just stop this service. So I will just here stop. The service is stopped, and then again scan, so it is showing nothing is open. Or if I specify with 80 port number, maybe it is giving a wrong answer. So you can see it is showing closed status. So the same thing we have to do with the Windows. We have to stop the port number, or we can block the port number with the firewall. So if again I will try to scan with the nmap, it will shows it is closed. So if it is closed, we cannot able to perform that kind of attack. So that's how you can secure your system. So these are the auditing process we have to follow. In companies, we have called the one service is there, we do call IT auditing process. It's again a one area. So there we will see that what are the information, what are the services are running, it is available, secure or not. Then we have to harden the security platform. That's how you can secure. And if it is already hacked, so how you can do the tracking investigation part, that I have showcased with the event log files, recovery tools are there. These are the things we do. Okay, so that's the part of investigation actually we do. And it is like, multiple things is there, but we go with one by one. So any kind of confusion is there, do let me know, like what we have done and what we not done. Okay. Anybody have any question, query? No one? Okay, not a problem is there. I will just recap what we have done today. Recap part. So firstly, we have checked out the USB forensic part, in which what we have done, we have taken the help of autopsy tool to perform analysis and recover deleted data. That is the first task we have done. And in real time, if you are doing, so we don't have the physical hard drive is available. So we use a raw image. To create raw image, we have used here FTK imager tool to create raw image for investigation. Okay, so that is the first half that we have done. In the second half, what we have done, we have checked about the registry file, what is all about, how it is work. Second, we have done about event viewer, what are the information we can see in the past and activities we have done. And then in the past, I just given, when hacker hack the system remotely and we don't know. Okay. When we don't know, my system is, hacked. So how we can check. Okay. And the investigation process. So there we can check the log files analysis, and event viewer, or even we have some tools are also available. Through that, we can see more in detail about the analysis and that part. So these are the tools, we can use it to perform. And for clearing the tracks, so I have showcased that how we can clear the environment and process ID. That's the thing we have done. Okay, don't worry about how we hack this particular vulnerability. That is not a main target. The target is after hack, how we can do the investigation that my system is hacked or not, or somebody is already taking my remote action. That is the thing. Okay. Tools here, don't worry about the Nmap and net discover, how to use that thing. We will cover in later session in the upcoming classes in detail. Okay. So that is not our main target to learn. Just understand the concept about investigation. What is the part of role? That thing. Prem to exploit a 80 port number. So there should be some, website should be running or some web application is running. So that thing, exploit. Simply you are doing exploit actually. You are using DVW, remember? That is running on 80 port number. So you are exploiting that application. Already doing a real kind of application part. Or when you are install the webgot in the last session, it is running on 8080. So that you are exploiting already. That is the thing. Got the idea or not? In DVW, you have the vulnerability about the OS command injection, remember? And also the cell upload we have. So you can take the remote access of the machine. Actually, we are running in the same environment. Maybe you have set up the two machine. There you can also use this thing. So the same concept is there. Understand the networking part also. Yes, we can use Metasploit also to exploit it. Not to issues there. You can scan 80 port number if kind of file directory reverse. That is also important. That thing you can do. Scenarios are changed, but the core concept is same about the networking, which is important. That thing. Okay, so this is a whole part that we have covered today. Yeah. Any kind of questions is there? For antivirus, I cannot recommend anyone. Some good one is there. You can go with Bitdefender is there. You can use it. In India, we have Quickheal is also there that you can use it. We have McAfee is there that you can use it. We have Kaspersky is there that you can use it. As per your budget, what your budget is there, and you can see the features on their website what they are providing. That's it. You can use it. That is the part is there. Yeah. That is good. Not a issue is there. It's a paid version that you are using. Not a issue is there. Kaspersky is also good. Not a problem. So it's up to you what you want to use. Yeah. Any other question apart from this? Let me know. Of course, you have to do two kind of practice. The maximum tool that you have to spend is the autopsy tool. That you can expend time to understand and the working. That is important to you. From the whole class today's session, I can just say that this is the main important tool that you have to do. Of course, we have Metasploit and Map is also there, but we are covering that thing in the upcoming trainings. So there you can learn more details, step by step steps, that thing. But today, this is the main part that you have to learn about the investigation and how to recover the data, file information. These are the things. Anything else, any doubt is there apart from this? Do let me know. Okay. Any suggestion is there? That is also no. Anything you didn't understand? That is also tell me. So I can improve my teaching style. Anything is there? You can recommend me. Not an issue is there. All good till here? No one have any doubt? Okay, so do practice. Then maybe upcoming batches I will start. I just recently joined in iNeuron. So in the upcoming new batch, we will go from start to the end. We'll give the training part. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, any question queries there? Step by step, I will provide you, not the full one. I will, tell you in the advance. I will not provide you the step by step solution for the tools, because that you have to do the exploration. And yeah, whatever the question and query comes, any step that you not understand, then you can ping me. There I can provide the solution. Okay. Because step by step, if I follow, you only follow that steps. You cannot explore the other options. Even in autopsy, I just given you the main core concept, that how as an investigator we are working. But we have lots of options are available in autopsy that I didn't teach you. So that thing you have to explore more, so that you can learn from your side more. That is the more main learning part is there. Okay, that is the main thing. Got it. So yeah, I will provide you the PDF also, but try to perform from your side before going or referring some document. Even I will provide you some more tutorial documents and that particular part. Yeah, yeah, you can start with the USB pen drive. If you have external, you can use it, or you can create one partition. There you can start working on that part. That is also you can do it. So not a problem is there in that area. Yeah. Any other question query apart from this? Yeah, volatility tool I didn't cover, so we will do later on also in the upcoming training. We have lots of time. If I cover that thing also today, it will go overloaded. Volatile tool is again a command line tool, so that will go one by one. Yeah. Any other doubt apart from this? Anyone? No? Okay, so take time. We have a full week is available. Do practice. Any kind of question comes, so ping me in the group. I will then explain in the weekdays. Okay, before connecting to the next class. So till do hacking, do practice, and do enjoy. Yeah. Thanks for the time. See you in the next class. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah. Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye. See you.